Hey guys, I'm gonna do another beer review because nothing else to do, I guess, other than drink beer. This one is a brand new one. It's from Founders. Damn glare. Founders. You can see the label there. Brewery from Grand Rapids, I believe, Michigan. And this is their Red Rye Pale Ale, hopped up and brewed with rye. So, expecting the rye to be a little bit more spicy, that kind of thing. Hopped. It says hopped up, so expecting a lot of hops. And it's a funny thing with Founders. It's actually like one of the first craft beers I've ever had, even though they just barely came in Texas this year. And it's because I think like it must have been like 6 years ago. I took a trip to Chicago to see my friend, and we went to a garage rock festival in Chicago that was happening at the time. And he was really into beer, and we went to some corner shop, and there was like a whole wall of beer I've never seen in my life, because I really didn't drink back in those days. And he told me to get Founders Black Rye and Bell's Two Hearted. And the Two Hearted just blew my mind. It's one of the best IPAs I've had. I still remember it, even though it's been years since I've had it. And it's kind of like the IPA I judge every other IPA from, or two. And the Founders Black Rye, that one was just, I couldn't really drink it at all. It was so different. It was so roasty. It was so different flavored than what I usually had, which is just like Budweiser Natural Light. So the Founders Two Hearted Ale, the IPA, I got to that one right away. Like that was like one of my first loves, IPAs, because you get that citrus, hop bitterness, pine. It's really exciting, I guess, when you first have one that you've never had before, and it's new flavors. And the Founders Black Rye, that was just very dark, roasty, just couldn't handle it at the time. So they actually discontinued the Black Rye Pale Ale, or Ale. So this is their red, and I'm guessing the red is probably going to come from the malts that they use. Enough blabber. Let's go. It's 6.6% alcohol. It was bottled, I believe 2 months ago. So kind of hate that. I like beers really fresh. It's like a month. 2 months is kind of like the ceiling, or the limit. I'll drink beer. If I see it's more than 2 months old, I probably won't buy it unless it's like a Belgian beer or something that's supposed to be aged, like a dark stout. But let's give it a pour in the double glass. Just been washed. Very murky. Very red, ruby red, dark garnet, lots of bubbles, 3 fingers worth of head. Looks awesome. It reminds me of Sierra Nevada Celebration. Let's go for a smell. Wow, very hoppy, very a very citrusy, piney, very good, big pine note. A little bit of a onion type aroma too. Wow, just in that malt, it matches up with the hops. It's very caramely, very like almost like cotton candy type aroma. And the hops, it's a little bit of vegetables, but it's very tiny. I can smell it there, maybe because it's a little too old. But the bigger hop aroma is the citrus, the big pine note, a little bit of pineapple there. It's right there in your face. It's awesome. I think I'm gonna like this one. Let's go for a taste. Yeah, I really taste the rye here. It adds a very big counterpoint to that hop and malt sweetness from the regular malts. It's a little heavy. It's a lot drier. It's a little bit more spicy, that rye. Just awesome. Very big pine note there. Let's go for another taste. Yeah, awesome beer. Kind of reminds me of the Red Rocket ale from Bear Republic. It's almost like a clone of that beer. But yeah, that rye really adds some complexity to the beer. It's very dry, adds more bitterness other than the hop. And I guess because of the spiciness, I can really taste that rye. I've noticed it because here in Texas we have a beer called Real Ale, Full Moon Rye Pale Ale. And it reminds, I can get that distinct rye flavor, and I sense it in this beer. Just awesome stuff. Let's go for another swig. Awesome. One of the I've been kind of slightly disappointed with the rest of the Founders beers that are here in Texas. Like, I found them kind of underwhelming. I only like the dry hop pale ale. That one I really like, but the rest, like the Centennial, the Dirty Bastard, they were kind of so-so. This one's great. A 4-pack cost me $10. My verdict, a strong of 9. Awesome beer for hop heads. Very bitter at the end, grapefruitish, all the big hop flavors that like hop heads like, that I like. And then you also get that counterpoint, the rye and that sweet caramel malt. Adds a lot of complexity. Great beer from Founders. Can't really say the label because of the glare, but it's called Red Rye PA. Definitely probably buy another 4-pack pretty soon. That's it for now, folks. Cheers.